Welcome to Traveling Light, where I take you along on my adventures and share some photographic insights as I go along. Now, I've been a photographer all my life, professional and otherwise, and one thing I love is photography. In this series, I want to firstly have fun, and secondly, learn something new. The focus is on the camera and what it can do. Start small, they say. Well, you don't get much smaller than this. In this box is a Kodak Charmera, and it's a birthday present for myself. A fun toy, but also a fully tooled up mini digital camera. Before I open the box, I want to say this up front. I'm not sponsored by Kodak in any shape or form, or by anyone else to be honest. I paid for this camera. That said, right now, I can't wait to see what's in this box. It's a blind box, so you don't know which of the 7 versions you're going to get. They're all pretty cool. 6 80s style versions plus a 7th mystery one. Which one is your favorite? Let's see which one I got. Well now, will you take a look at that? I got the red one. So cool. It's so tiny. And you know what? It's got a little bit of weight for its size, which is good. Yes, to me, that indicates that there's some substance to it. Things are looking up. I got the red one and I'm happy with that. Here's a few fun facts I've learned about the Charmera so far. First up, its name. It's pronounced charm as in charm because of its size. Combine that with the era part of camera and you've got it. Charmera. Secondly, it shoots both video and stills. We'll talk about video later. For stills, it shoots at 1.6 megapixels, so on a camera size to image ratio, I think it punches above its weight. We'll see. The image size might not be great if you're shooting the cover of Cosmo, but for a digital camera the size of my thumb, I'm thinking parties, outdoor adventures, beach walks, expeditions. I'm thinking fun. I mean, you can literally hang it on your keyring or just pop it in your pocket and you're good to go. Third and final fact for today. I like facts, but in small doses. The Charmera's lens is around a 35mm. What that means in real terms is what it shoots is pretty close to what you see with your eye. Not really wide angle, not really zoomed in. That makes it perfect for documentary style shots. What you see is what you get. I like that. It's around 6 AM and I'm off to the beachfront for my usual morning walk. Today is a little different to every other day because today, for the first time, I'm taking my new camera along. What do I hope to achieve on this first date? 2 main things. Firstly, when I switched it on yesterday, I saw a flashing icon indicating that I should insert a micro SD card. I do have one, but I'm not going to do that, at least not yet. I want to first see more or less how many images I can take using the internal memory, just for fun. I might even leverage that info later. Secondly, I want to take at least one photograph with something running from the foreground to the background, so I can assess the closest distance this camera can focus on any subject. I don't expect to use it for close-ups, and blurry foregrounds are not necessarily bad. I just want to be able to use that knowledge as a tactic. I want to know what I can and what I can't control. And that's really it. Take as many images as possible and see how close any object can be to the camera and still be in focus. Otherwise, just have as much fun as possible. It's my birthday present after all. How about a shot of these aloes? For starters, I'll circle around. The sun is coming more or less from my front left, so a shot from this side will be well lit. Something along these lines, with a sea in the background and maybe some fence posts up front. Let's do it. For the next image, I'm going to go for a shot with a subject running from out of frame in the foreground into the distance. This railing will do nicely. As I said earlier, I want to determine how close to the camera itself any object would be in focus. More or less. I think this angle will do nicely. I'm really not sure how these shots are going to turn out, but that's part of the fun. It's a journey with lots and lots of destinations. Every shot will tell a story. Let's try another. This water slide is pretty cool. I'll circle around and try a shot from this side. Uh-oh, disc full. So we're done. And that answers the question very nicely. How many shots do you get out of the box? The answer is 2. That's really not very much. I hope you're listening, Kodak. I thought I'd get at least 12, or a number aligned with the 80s when film came in rolls of 12, 24, 36. Well, forewarned is forearmed. If you do get one of these as a present, you've only got 2 shots to play with. I did see the number 2 on the screen earlier. I guess I must have been in denial. I've done my walk, so now I can head back. I'll insert the micro SD card and charge the camera. Then we'll take a look at the 2 shots we have in the bag and assess. Cool, that's exciting. So, 2 shots are clearly not going to hack it. Let's get the micro SD card in. A bit fiddly. I have to use my nail here, but it's in. So, what's changed? Now it says 99,999 images. That should do it. Let's get it on charge. That little light means it's charging. It's not showing up on my desktop as an external hard drive yet, so that's a bit of a worry. Still, I haven't taken any images with a card in yet, so I'll wait. Okay, it's charged up now, so I'm going to pop off a random shot or 2 and see if it loads up on my desktop as a hard drive. Well, long story short, and again, please take note Kodak, using the supplied cable, a USB to USB 3 just doesn't work. Not in my case anyway. I had to borrow a USB 3 to USB 3 and then it did load up, just like an external hard drive. Why they don't put that in the manual amazes me. And why supply it with a non-functional cable and say in the manual that it works? I wonder how many other people have had the same problem. Let me know in the comments if you've been battling with that too. Repeatedly popping the SD card in and out every time you want to manage your images is a surefire way to wear out the mechanism, eventually. I know cameras, so trust me, I've been there. Right, moving along. Let's take a closer look at the 2 images I took earlier. First up, the ALOEs. Okay, first impression, not too bad. I got the composition I was after right. The sky is blown out at the top, so that's something to watch. I see there's a slightly posterized look, part of the charm of the Charmera I guess. I'll lean into it, I think it's kind of built in. Maybe it leverages an 80s style print photo look. It's not exactly sharp, but that's my bad. Taking photos with one hand extended is a recipe for camera shake. I'll make sure I put away the phone and shoot properly going forward. I can't assess a camera without doing due diligence as a photographer now, can I? All in all, not a failure, but can do better, I hope. Next up, the railing. Well now, it's sharp right up to where the railing goes out of the frame. That's good. On the downside, the sky is also pretty much blown out. So again, that's definitely something to watch out for. A normal camera would have some exposure controls or compensation, but I guess this is pretty much stripped down bare basics camera. Not a bad thing, I'll just have to be aware. And my bad again, it's not level. Amateur error. But it's because I was shooting one-handed. From here on, I'll definitely avoid that. Otherwise, an interesting moody image. Again, there's that slightly posterized look. I think that is the Charmera's signature. So that's it for starters, 2 fun images in the bag. It's a humble beginning, but it brings me to the next part, what lies ahead. The Charmera is now fully operational, so my plan is to take it on a series of trips. I want to firstly do a shoot just using it as it is, and then there's some effects I want to explore, including black and white, which I'm very interested in. There are also some embedded built-in frames, so I'll do at least 1 episode and have fun checking them out. And then there's finally video. I have to do an episode about that. I might even shoot the whole episode using it. As I say, learning and fun. Well, we're done for this week. Look in the description for all sorts of useful links. So cool, that's it for this episode. Spot you next time. Over and out.